You just open your tier 4 researches and you don't know with which troop to start. In this video I'll show you the good side and the bad side of each of the troop. We have to start with the Alliance. Now if you're in the Alliance where there is Alliance War, the good troops are actually mages and cavalry. So if I have to pick between these two units, maybe I'll go with the mages, because mages are the biggest power in the Alliance War. They have very far range and they have multiple hitting rage skills. So if you want to help your alliance, you better start with the mages as your first troop. But if you want to play a little more sneaky game, like for example I do, better start with the cavalry. Especially in the season 1, you're going to see a lot of farmers. That is going to be easy target for your cavalry, especially if you have the invisibility quack for the cavalry. This is epic artifact. So yeah, definitely go with the cavalry if you want to make huge merits. Currently I'm in the season 2 and there is not a lot of farmers, to be honest. So it's a little more hard for the cavalry, so for the season 2 I actually switch my troop to mages. But for season 1 I think if you want to get a lot of merits, just go with the cavalry. If you want your alliance to make a progress with the pushes, definitely go with the mages. Again, alliance is really important when it's time to open your first troop. Now if you're lucky and you're in the biggest alliance in the server and there is basically no one to do something to your alliance, you have a lot of tier 5 players or something like this, definitely go for marksmans. Since there will be not a lot of Alliance War or maybe non-Alliance War, I speak with some leaders from the different servers and it's like 20% chance to have this type of server from all the leaders I speak with. But if you're in this type of server, go for marksmans. Marksmans are going to help your alliance to achieve Behemoth frames. Also you have a place there because marksmans is basically the best DPS troop for Behemoths. They have range to dodge all the Behemoth spells, of course except the Dragon. The Dragon spell have huge range. So if you're a marksman there, it will be not so cool, but Dragon is actually at the end of the season, so you will have mages open it till these days. It's really strange that I talk about the tier 4 first troop, but believe me, it's like 14 days to research one troop. And if you don't pick the right troop, you may end up with, for example, Marksman's tier 3 and you want to do a Hydra. This is basically one of the strongest Behemoths in the game. So if you're not prepared for the Behemoths, you're not going to get a place in your right. Also, there is a little small chance to actually do the Hydra on Elite. If you don't have tier 4 or maybe tier 5. I mean, I remember in the season 1 it was really hard to defeat the Hydra on the Elite. We didn't even defeat the Hydra. I mean, not for the frame, we didn't defeat it. So far this is for the peaceful server, but if your server have a lot of Alliance War, boy, definitely go for the mages or cavalry. I strongly suggest the mages because mages are going to help your alliance push further and further. When the pushes happen, there is a mages. If you want to play a sneaky game, just kill the farmers, because on the first day all the farmers are going to be dead, all the donkeys are going to be dead. So in the mines there is huge chance to see infantry, marksmans, mages, something like this. This is all military troops, so the better traits you get with your cavalry, the best. As you know, when the enemy is gathering, they're going to use Chakcha or maybe Kewa. All these heroes don't have this boost for the troops, so you're going to get really great traits if you go with your cavalry. And as I like to say, the troops you kill in the mines is a troop you're not going to face in the battlefield. So most of the times, like 90% from the time, from what I see, the better gathering killers, the alliance that have the better gathering killers is actually the alliance is going to win the war. I mean the alliance that have close power, not like alliance with tier 5 against alliance with tier 4. It's just pointless the commentary there, but if you're same power, definitely go for the gathering hero killers like Emrys and Bakshi. Both can be achieved from the gold chest, which is absolutely great. Now people are going to ask me, what about the infantries? Well, if your alliance don't have any tanks, maybe infantries can find a place in the Behemoth fight, but in the alliance war the mages are going to destroy this infantry. You may try to penetrate the enemy line, but infantry is just not good. So far, till they actually boost the march speed of infantry or maybe the attack, I think the infantries are going to be on my last place. So I guess this will be for this video. If you enjoy Call of Dragons videos, you may consider subscribing. Also, the pets are here, so you may also like this video right here for the pet attributes.